This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we got Flying Swive back on our team. He's in the T95, I'm in the Jagdpan Z100. Now, you guys know Zyclops is a monster. What you don't know is Zyclops is a monster. So basically, I'm not gonna lie, we're on mines. They've got 3 artillery, and they're all in a party. I want nothing to do with that artillery. So this is the point of the match where I get to show you guys how to protect yourself from artillery. Here's a big secret that you guys may or may not know. Their arty is going to be in one of 3 spots. A1, A2, A2 could go possibly into A3 right there on top of the hill. Rarely, but A1, A2, or over at C1. C1's a very good spot that very few people use in artillery. But anyway, we're going to protect ourselves very easily by using this nice mountain that they put in the center of the map. And we're going to hug the mountain. And we're going to push. And then we're going to shoot what they give us without sacrificing ourselves to artillery. It sounds like a pretty easy plan, right? That's because it is. Avoiding arty fire is relatively easy on most maps. And you can still be aggressive and do it. So right here, I'm waiting for this T-54 to screw up. He's decided he doesn't want to come around the corner. Can you blame him? I mean, honestly, you got Zyclop here, you got a T-57 here. Now that T-57 is reloading. But, you know, that's the thing. And you got Flying Swive coming over in a T-95 who's getting ready to look for some fun as well. Now, right there, the T-62, we've got the Skoda. I was thinking about it, but he just got behind the building before I could get in there. Type 5 Heavy comes out and hits Flying Swive, pins him immediately. And I don't know about you, but that's not an easy feat to do in a T-95, or, you know, to a T-95. I pull up, I put one straight through the front of his turret, I angle, and he pins me like I'm butter. I don't know how, but I'm not a fan. So I've already got, you know, I already got hit pretty hard. But this T-54E1 comes out to take a hold of me, gets hit by Flying Swive, and then takes another one from me. Down he goes. Now he got 3 shells into me, I believe. At least 2, if not 3. So I'm not a big fan of that. And I'm you know, down to a third of my health. And out of nowhere, this T-92 absolutely paddles the Type 5. And that's the beginning of the end for the enemy team, and they know it. There goes the one tank that could potentially hold us back. I make the push. I fix my engine and everything so that I can actually move this tank. And then I'm like, alright, here we go. Now he just fired, he missed. I got the gun auto-locked, dipped down, put the shot through the front of him, set him on fire, and good night, sunshine. Go back to the garage and have some more fun some other time. You just got Zyclopped. That's just the way it is. Flying Swive is like, how in the world did you hit that shot? Oh, can we get the arty? And... really, Swive? He's like, come on, dude, I've only got 1 shot of damage. I'm like, alright. And then I run into the house, so there goes another chance for some more damage. And now it's a race. Who's going to get to the last 2 tanks? Will it be me? It's not going to be Swive. We'll just go throw that one out there. Medium tank flips off the side of the hill. Their tank destroyer goes down. Here comes the Skoda. Run, Skoda, run! Pow! I get the last kill. So we end up with 3 kills, 6 hits. Not a bad way to go. You know, that's the way it is. It's a steamrolling, right? But I promise, more fun's to come. 3 kills, 3,600 damage, 600 blocked, 500 assisted, second on the leaderboard. Not bad for a Zyclop match. And Swive holding down mid with 1290 and 1 kill. So, moving on, our next match was actually our first match. And he's in the Gorilla 15. And I am in Zyclop. because I just wanted to get into a fight. You ever have those nights where you just want to get into a fight? Now, right off the bat, I'm going to make an honorable mention to these two FTW ISU 152s, because they wanted to follow me something fierce. So initially I tell Swive, I'm going to go to the right, I'm going to sit on top of the hill, I'm going to wait for these guys to come to me, and I'm going to fight my backside off. I've held this map from this side. I have held this side by myself in Zyclop before. It's very easy to do in Zyclop. You basically just got to time when they're about to fire and make a lurch forward and they bounce. It's very, very nasty. But I get over here and all of a sudden everybody is over here with me. We got an E4 out there. We got a medium tank out there. E100 to my right and two ISU 152s right behind me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get any damage here, so let's just leave these guys to their own. They can handle this side. I'm going to fall back towards the mid because our entire team is pushing the bridge. Generally speaking, when your entire team pushes the bridge, bad things happen, because they get to the other side too quickly and get obliterated. Because you can only go around that corner one or two tanks at a time, and their entire team spawned there. So it's a bad plan, guys. Do not want to make the early push. Early pushes get you killed. Period. If you get to a spot and then you hold it, that's one thing. But pushing early will get you killed. Now, as you can see, I fall back to defend the left. I'm like, nobody's watching that left. So it's just a matter of time before their team comes around and starts coming right at the base. So I'm like, I'm going to get high ground. I'm going to look down, and we're going to have some fun. And then that plan goes to crap because my team makes another move. You'll see it in a moment. So you see Swive drops off the top of the hill the moment I get up here. And that's because we have a T-95 down there and a Type 4 Heavy, both of which are engaging the enemy before we could actually shoot them from up here. So that means I've got to slowly and very, very carefully work my way off this mountain and start engaging the enemy. And you'll see just how effective Zyclop can be just from a fear factor standpoint. Now, Swive doesn't have armor, but he doesn't need it. He's got armor. Me. Now, I pull out broadside on to a Death Star, and he backs off. He's like, nah, I ain't about that life. But he's giving me his turret, and he doesn't know it. Shot out 1,025 right through the top of his turret. Sorry, Death Star. You asked for it. Now, he's thinking he wants me. He really thinks he wants me. And then Swive puts another round in him, and he forgets. He's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to back around the corner. You guys can go out there and get shot. So I'm like, all right, 268, and ow. And it derps right into his gun mantle. The only place this gun won't pin him. Go figure. Anywhere else, that shot hits. And hits for at least 1,000. But I hit the one place on the front of him that bounced. So I'm like, all right, there's a Lorraine over here. I look at the Lorraine. He runs away like a pansy. Can't really blame him. Can I get this shot? And, oh, it bounced again. I don't know how that one bounced. That should have hit that little flat spot right there and annihilated him. But it didn't. Leopard PTA's flirting with disaster. Type 4 Heavy, flirting with disaster. Lorraine over there on the enemy team is flirting with disaster. It's just a matter of time before he gets popped. Now, I really, really want this Death Star, and here it comes. Pow! 320. Just when you thought you were safe, Death Star. You weren't. So, I move up because I've got armor, but I also know not to pull out all the way. We do not want to expose ourselves to the right. Generally speaking, exposing yourself is a bad plan every day of the week. So do not go past this mountain. Just limit the amount of people that could potentially shoot you. Now I'm waiting. I'm being patient. This Object 268 gets a shot on that Type 4 behind me somehow. So I'm like, alright, there must be something I can't see. So I back up, get a nice little angle, and he's begging for it. And pow, 784 right through the left of his mantle. Nice. Now this 5120 is begging for it here, but we have a Type 4 here. We have the Gorilla with Flying Swive, and Flying Swive, of course, he's going to get picked on because he has no armor. I turn my back to that auto-loading heavy so that I can defend the bridge, knowing that I have a T-95 here and a Type 4 heavy. And that heavy tank that he was fighting was a one-shot kill. So I'm like, alright, I'll get over here to defend the bridge, and then I notice another medium tank come up, so I ping him with the hopes that the T-95 behind me will be smart enough to turn his big butt around and try to engage those tanks while I take on the guys at the bridge. But no, it wasn't meant to be. These guys are sitting here, he's sitting there letting these guys punch him. I try to get the gun around in time, auto-lock fire, and it just goes over the back of his tank. But we got him off of our T-95. That gives our T-95 time to turn around. It also allows guys up on the mountain, which is the two ISU-152s, to start dumping into them. Batchat comes out thinking he wants a fight. He doesn't. This AMX wants to fight, then he doesn't. You know, these guys do not want to fight me. They're waiting for me to do exactly what I'm about to do. Now that the T-95 has turned around, engaging them, I'm going to go over here and fight the bridge. The moment I turn around, I know that heavy tank's going to pin me. Now, we have an M103 right here. I auto-lock, pull the trigger, hit his visor instead of actually killing or, doing damage. So I load heat. I'm done. I am not going to bounce another shot. I'm done with it. 440 millimeters of penetration. Here we go. Now, this guy has to go. He's got to go. Come on, Sunshine. You're getting deleted. Get off my map. All right, he's down. Now I've got an M103 on my back. I've got plenty of stuff to use to scrape him off, and that's exactly what I do. I back up. He can't get behind me. He's now in front of a 17-centimeter gun, and he feels some type of way about it. Now he's running into stuff. He's flipping his tank. He's not sure what he's doing, and then I come in and I try to pin him. And I hit right into the side of his tank with a heat round, 1,000 damage. He didn't like that. He somehow managed to pin the top of my tank, which kind of upset me a little bit, I'm not going to lie. And then I managed to get around just enough to make him bounce. That little gun that he's got isn't the best in the world. And then I ram him for 4 damage, and then I'm like, alright, here we go. Now, pow! Really? I shoot him through the front of his turret with 440 millimeters of penetration, and I somehow damage his track? Really? Come on now. Alright, this shot will kill him. I will assure you, it will kill him. Because I am not fooling around. And pow! Right through his upper plate, no problem. 440 millimeters of pin, and that's the end of his ball game. So right now, I know I'm the last man alive. There's 4 tanks against me. Could I potentially have a Kalabanovs? Because I just had an M103. Leopard comes out, I come around the corner, I auto-lock, I go to pull the trigger, and the tank stops following him, and the Waffentrager Panzer IV pins me. Now, it's a long time before I get loaded again, and it's a shame. Can I get this? Can I bounce one more? Nope, can't bounce it. He puts it right through the bottom plate right next to my track, and instead of damaging my track, kills me instead. 4,400 damage, 5,600 block, top of the leaderboard. Not bad. So if you like what I'm doing, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.